Hi, Dimension here, filling in for Charlie with DGE. Charlie's been out taking care of business, and I have graciously accepted his invitation to step in as your guest host. Today I'm going to go over my interpretation of the DGE strategy. There are many different gambits that can be added, but I'm going to show you how I, as a beginner, play the DGE strategy today, hopefully without making Charlie too upset by not doing it correctly. If you want to see all the different gambits DGE has to offer, click on the link above to check out the series Charlie has put together. Let's go ahead and get started.
Melting stacks and building racks, baby. DGE. Best craps game in town. Believe it.
So today I'm going to be using an application called WinCraps, and if you like it and want to try it out, I'll include a link to the application in the description down below. Full disclaimer, WinCraps is not affiliated with DGE in any form, fashion, any way. It's just a application that I really like, and it is free as well for you to check out. So the DGE strategy states that we want to start out with a bet what they call the do don't. We're going to bet it's a $10 table, by the way. So we're going to bet $10 on the pass line and the $10 on the don't pass. And essentially what this is to get us out of that initial potential come out 7 that is there. So if we're betting like one side or the other and a 7 comes out, we may lose. But this gets us past that part. That way then we can at least get out of the gate and start making some money up here on the different place bets. So let's go ahead and get a point established. All right. Good scenario. This is a really interesting scenario. So right out of the gate, we just got to the table. We got our chips. We put our first bet on out. And the shooter rolls a come out 7. So now DGE, the bankroll we want is going to be $5,000 minimum bankroll. To do this, I know it's a lot of money, but some of these bets add up really fast. So you definitely want a minimum of $5,000 to play this strategy. So now that we've gone ahead, we've got the come out 7. We'll go ahead and rebet our bets down here. DGE strategy now states that we can now have come out bets working. So what that is we're going to make bets, place bets on the different box numbers up here. Now, if you are a little concerned, a little worried, you can just simply put 1 unit on the 6 and the 8 and make those working. So, you put the bets out there, tell the dealer, hey, I want $12 on the 6, $12 on the 8, and make them working. They'll put them out there. They'll put little buttons on them saying that they're on. That now means that when the dice roll, if a 6 or an 8 comes up, you'll get paid for that. Because, like I said, they are working. Of course, if a 7 shows up, we're going to lose those. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, what I like to do, since we do have quite a large bankroll, is go ahead and also place the 5 and the 9 as well. So let's get everything working on the come out roll. Obviously, if you're a little concerned, start off smaller. Start with just the 6 and the 8. So let's go ahead and roll. Let's see what we get. There we go. So we came out on the 5. We have a single bet, so $10 pays $14 on that. So let's go ahead and continue on. So now that we have a point established, what we do is we tell the dealer, bring down my 5, because what we're going to do is we're going to next place a bet that states that a 7 is going to roll before the 5 does. And some people call it a lay bet. So what you do is we'll go ahead and place the bet. So because we have $34 out here, we're going to require to play $60 up here on a no 5 bet. Some people call it a lay bet again. So we've gone ahead and done that. If you notice here, as I hover over top of it, it states that we have a $2 VIG. So the way this application works is I have to pay the VIG now in our bet. So it in an actual live casino, they'll make you pay the big vig most of the time up front. They normally won't take it out of your winnings. So let's go ahead and play that $2 vig up front. So now, if a 7 comes on out, we'll lose our 34 here, but over here on the no 5 bet, we're going to win like 40 bucks off of that. So let's go ahead and roll it on out. And now all we're looking for is looking for one single hit on one of these box numbers, and let's see what happens. There we go. So we rolled an 8. We got our we have our win. So we're going to go ahead and just collect that money. We're not going to press. We're not going to do anything because we're just starting out. Now that we have won that money, we're going to go ahead and tell the dealer, turn our bets off and bring down my lay bet. Now we're just sitting back and we're waiting for the 7 to come on out and wait for the next shooter to happen. Now we're back at, now since we're just kind of sitting here waiting, now's when you start counting up your chips, kind of doing a little bankroll management, finding out how much money you're in the hole for, or hopefully how much money you have won. So let's go ahead and just roll it on out. See, this is the reason why we went ahead, got our one hit, got out of the hand. Because if we would have stayed in the hand and this 5 would have rolled, we would have lost our $60 bet up here. But because we got that one hit out, we're not out anything at all. So we're just going to sit back and wait now. This is still the same shooter. We're just starting out. So we don't want to make any crazy bets. We don't want to turn our bets back on to have them working on the come out roll. We're just going to just simply sit back and ride it on out right now. So let's go ahead and roll. He rolls a 2. Let's roll again. There he goes. Okay. So now he's rolled a come out 7. Now, going back again, DGE strategy states that we want to go ahead and work our bets again across the top because the likelihood of rolling back-to-back 7s is pretty small. That's the reason why we're doing this. So we're just going to take one stab at it. So let's go ahead and turn our bets on. We're going to take one stab at it. All right, there we go. So we're out on the 6. Now, the DGE strategy states that on a 6 or an 8, we're not going to do anything at all. We're not going to place any bets. We're going to turn all of our bets off. So let's go ahead and turn the bets off. And now we're just going to sit back and let this roller roll it on out until he 7's out or until he hits the point. And again, we're just back counting our chips while this is happening. All right, so the player has now 7'd on out. So let's go ahead and replace our do we don't down here. Now, at an actual real live casino, they will probably just simply say this is a wash and leave your bets up there instead of having to constantly keep on collecting them. Sometimes they'll collect them and then they'll repay them back out. Sometimes they won't. It just depends on the depends on the dealers how they want to handle that. So now we have an option here now since we've had a couple of come out 7s take place, real basically kind of back to back. We have an option in which we can turn our bets back on up here to take that little bit of a stab to see if we can win some money on the come out roll, or we can leave them off. Now, for me personally, what I like to do is I like to take a look at my bankroll. So we've won $42 and I've got 44 up here. So if I lose, if a come out 7 happens and I'm working these bets, I'm going to lose $44. So I'm going to be in a hole of $2. For me, I don't want to take that risk yet. I want a little bit more money built up before I start consistently working the come out rolls. So we'll leave our bets off for right now. Let's roll. All right, so we're out on the 10. Fantastic number to land on. So let's go ahead and tell the dealer, hey, I want to turn my bets, turn my place numbers on. Now, to protect this 44 that we have out here, because of the odds and everything else associated with the 10, we are now going to have to lay the 10, basically stating that there's going to be no, that 7's going to roll before 10, which is highly probable because of the dice combinations that are there. So the 10 is twice your bet. So we have 44 down here. So to cover the 44, we need 88 up here. So let's go ahead and put our 88 up here. Now, again, there's going to be a $2 VIG on this. So really, we're going to have to give the dealer a total of $90, right? Because they're going to make us pay that VIG out of there. So let's go ahead and roll now. Oh, okay. All right. So we 7'd on out. So we lost our 44, which is fine. But over here, well, you can see we won 73. We're off by $1, but at an actual casino, the dealers will help you pay the right VIGs and make sure you have the correct amount to cover the your loss on that one. So you can see technically we were broke even on this. So let's go ahead and take everything down. We'll go ahead and rebet and start all over again. It just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So let's go ahead and have our roll. There we go. So we got to come out 7. So DGE states, let's go ahead and get some numbers up here working because the likelihood of rolling 2 back-to-back 7s is not that great. So let's roll it out. There we go. We're back out on the 10. So let's put our $88 back up here again. And we're going to have to pay the 90. Like I said, the $2 VIG to cover the 88. Let's roll. Let's hope that we can get some money here. There we go. All right. So we've now have hit our 8. So let's go ahead and collect that money. There we go. We collected that money. We're looking now. We've won a total of $55. So let's go ahead and roll again, and let's see if we can't collect a little bit more money. Let's go for 2 rolls this time, because remember, this 44 is protected by our lay up here. So if we lose this 44, we'll actually get it back on this lay. So let's roll it again. There we go. We got a 5 now. Perfect. So we now have won 2 bets in a row, collecting a little bit more money. Again, the odds of a 7 rolling are way greater than that 10 rolling. But because we've won back-to-back now, and we don't want to run any more risks, because again, we're building that bankroll. Let's go ahead and turn our bets off. Tell the dealer, hey, bring down my lay. And now what we're going to do, this is the reason why we lay the Dewey down here. Because the odds are better that we're going to roll a 7 before that 10, we're now going to go ahead and lay $20 odds down here, right? This $20 odds is going to pay us $10. Twice what our bet is, essentially, is what we're doing down here to win $10. Let's go ahead and roll this on out. 5, nothing there. Nothing there. We're just kind of rolling. Yeah, we're sitting back. We've already made our money from the casino, and we're just trying to take a little bit of a stab, try and win a little bit more from them while this is going on. Now, everyone else around us during the time frame was all cheering because of the rolls are going, but just remain calm. No, work the system. The system does work. All right, so we've gone ahead. We 7'd on out. And you can now see where we placed our odds bet. We have now won 10 additional dollars. Where everybody else who was winning during that time frame, they're all pressing up to the sky. They're hollering to the moon. And meanwhile, we're just sitting back, just waiting, and we'll just make slow, steady gains over the time frame while they're having like these huge up and downs. They're going through a roller coaster of emotions, where ours is just, like I said, it's just a real slow progression. So let's go ahead and do one more round, and let's see what ends up happening. Let's go ahead and get a point established. We're out on the 5. Tell the dealer, hey, turn my bets on. All right, I actually don't tell them to turn your bets on. Tell them to work. You want your bets to be working. So since we're out on the 5 and we have 44 out here initially, let's go ahead and take down the 5. Tell the dealer, bring down my 5. And now to cover our $34 bet that we have here, we need to now put a no 5 bet up there, which is going to be $60. $60 pays, again, if I remember right, like $40. So we got our 60. We have to pay our $2 VIG. Let's go ahead and roll it on out. We're looking just for that one hit. Because we're up $79, if we get that hit right out of the gate, we may try our luck and try to get a second one there. Let's see if we get it. All right, we did not get it. So we lost our 34, but because of our $60 bet, it says 63 up here, but like I say, you got minus the vig and all this stuff on here to make it come out right. You know, we ended up getting $40, so we're actually up an additional $6. And this, at its simplest form, it doesn't look like much, is we're just making slow little stabs. You know, we've won $85 so far. Tell the dealer take down my no 5. We've won $85 so far, and you know if you think about it, we really haven't done a lot. It's like I said, it's just all about slow, steady gains, small little stabs here and there as we're building up that bankroll. So let's go ahead and bring up the a nice little application here as part of Win Craps. As you can see, so far we've done 26 total rolls. And I've got it set up at 40 rolls per an hour. So here we are. We've been sitting at the table for almost 3/4 of an hour. You can see the sim rolls. And we're up, what are we up here? We're up $85. So a nice average, in my opinion, is $100 an hour average. And so that's a really nice average to kind of play with. If I was at an actual casino, they said, I've been here about 45 minutes. I'm up $85. I'd go ahead and continue to play a little bit longer to win a little bit more money. The thing that you have to remember, the longer you're at that table, the odds are eventually you're going to start losing. That's why DGE recommends, Charlie recommends DGE, that you either play for 20% of your total bankroll. So if we had $5,000, we're looking at what, like $1,000, right? 10% of 5,000 is $500. 20% be $1,000, or 2 hours. So all he likes to spend at the table is essentially 2 hours, and then he's going home. He's taking his money. He's going on home. Or if he hits that 20% mark prior to that 2 hours, he's gone as well. Again, the longer you stay there, the more you're going to end up actually losing your money, because DGE works really great, but of course there are holes in any strategy as well. So I'm going to end the video here. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to leave us a comment, and hopefully Charlie will be back before too long, and he can start making some videos. You can get some information directly from the master himself. Thanks again. My name again is Dimension, and I appreciate Charlie letting me have this time to do a little guest hosting. Thanks.